Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel Leslie YouTube. Hope you all are doing great. So I am your host and creator. I know you click on my video for your knowledge. So on this channel we explore fascinating topics and informative content from science and history to technology and more. We will uncover new insight and ideas together. So before start, I requested to all of you to do subscribe my channel and appreciate my efforts. So I will be motivated and then I will show more consistency. So let's begin. So today is a very interesting topic about the earth and tectonic plates, boundaries and much more. So the topic is inside the earth.
So tell me, how do we know what is inside the earth?
So there is no way to travel deep into the earth and observe what is in there. However, scientists can use equipment that is similar to the medical scanning equipment to find out about the internal structure of the earth. This has helped them to see that the core of the earth is divided into 3 layers, each with a different structure. Scientists are still finding out more about the inside of the earth. So this diagram shows the main layers of the material that makes up our planet. These are the core, mantle and crust. Each of these layers behaves differently as it composed of different materials. So here's the diagram of the internal structure of the earth. So the clouds are there is atmosphere, and the first blue layer is the ocean, and then the side layer is lithosphere, and then opposite layer is the crust, and the second layer like asthenospheres, and the second one is the opposite second one is the mantle, and the third layer is the lower mantle, and it means that the third layer is the lower mantle and the opposite is the 3 main layers are of the internal structure, and the fourth layer is outer core, and the opposite one is the fourth is the core, and the fifth is last is the inner core. So there are the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. They are the 7 layers of the internal structure. So the blue and the sea green, peach, purple, yellow, orange and yellow are the many colors and etc. So now let's move forward. So before we move forward, it's a fact that I'm telling you that if we used an apple as a scale model of earth, the crust would be as thin as the apple peel. So the point 2, the crust takes up less than 1% of the earth's volume. Point 3, the deeper you go into the earth, the denser the material it is made of. So the point 4 is the earth is not a perfect sphere. Its diameter is 43 km larger at the equator than at the poles. So the average diameter is 12,742 km. So now let's move further. The earth's crust is only about 35 km thick in the thickest part under the land. This is the continental crust. The thinnest part of the crust are under the oceans. These together form the oceanic crust. In some places, the oceanic crust is only 8 km thick. The temperature of the crust gets higher with depth. It can reach 200 till 400 degrees Celsius, where the crust meets the mantle. The outside of the earth is like a cracked egg shell. In places, the cracks go right down to the mantle. The cracked pieces of these shells, the tectonic plates, are in the lithosphere. The lithosphere is made up of the crust and the top part of the mantle. So these paragraphs are talking about the diagram. So related to the diagrams, the tectonic plates are not still, they move slowly across the planet. This movement is called continental drift. They can move because the lithosphere sits on the top of the layer of less rigid material. The asthenospheres. This is the graph there showing the layer of earth descriptions and material and lowest depth. So first I have to complete the definition, then I'll tell you. So tectonic plates move between 0 to 100 meters across the earth each layer. So the material in that asthenospheres is not molten but similar to plastic. The layer of earth is the crust, and description is continental crust and oceanic crust. So the material solid rocks, mainly granite and silicate rocks such as basalt. Solid rock. Now the oceanic crust. Solid rock, mainly basalt, dolerite and gabbros, denser than the continental crust, and the lowest depth 35 km. So now let's move to the tectonic plates. So what is it? The tectonic plates, the map below shows the earth's main tectonic plates. The places where the plates meet are called the plates' boundary. The map of the world showing the main tectonic plates and the directions in which they are moving. So tectonic plates can move towards one another or pull apart. Parts of one tectonic plate can slide underneath another, or they can just slide past one another. A conservative boundary is where two plates slide past one another without changing the land. It is also called a transform plate boundary. An example is where the North American plate slides past the Pacific plate in California, in the United States, and form of San Andreas Fault. So Where two plates are pulling apart, a divergent boundary is formed. These are usually formed between two oceanic plates. For example, the boundaries between the Africa plate and the South and North of Americans plates meet up the run through the Atlantic Oceans. Further north, they meet the boundary between the North American and Eurasian plates. So now, where two plates are pushing against one another, a convergent boundary is formed. An example is the Himalayas, which formed where the Indian plates collide with the Eurasian plates. The Earth looked very different 200 million years ago. The Indian subcontinent was a part of a subcontinent named Gondwana. At first, the Indian plate moved about 5 till 16 centimeter each year. That is much faster than other tectonic plates. So have moved. Geologists think that the volcanic activity that broke up Gondwana might have melted the lower part of the Indian plates. And now that's it for today. Join me in the next video for more interesting topics. Subscribe for knowledgeable filled episode and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Feel free to modify it if needed. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz and goodbye.